Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a full review. This is from the Viktor Rolf Magic collection and it's called Lavender Illusion. I've been testing this one out. When you first spray this, I get three notes predominantly. You get a little bit of lavender, as you would expect from the name, paired with a kind of a watery blackcurrant, and to me it smells like the same blackcurrant note used in Vagabond Prince Enchanted Forest, and there is also a Joe Malone fragrance, and I think it's called something along the lines of Blackcurrant and Bay from memory, but those use the same watery blackcurrant note. It's one I own myself. So yeah, you're gonna get lavender with this watery blackcurrant cassis note, paired with a little bit of pine. You definitely get this green kind of pine tree smell in amongst the lavender and this watery blackcurrant. As it transitions more into the mid, the sweetness amps up and it gets quite artificially sweet. It's not the blackcurrant. I've smelled it in a few women's designer fragrances and it's a sweetness that I don't particularly like that much. It's a little bit cloying and not that appealing to me personally. It's an artificial smelling sweetness. It's not a natural sweetness, is the only way I can describe it. So it's a sugary, slightly fruity, jammy, deep sweetness that you might kind of associate with a few women's designer fragrances that seem to do a similar kind of thing. And so that's what you kind of get in the mid of this fragrance, still with a lavender edge. As it starts to dry down into the dry down, I get more of the musk coming through. It's a very soft, clean musk, a very light, clean musk, again with that sweetness tailing out, mellowing out, and kind of fading into the base with just a slightly sweetened musk, basically. The lavender does last through the top and the midsection, and then what you're left at the end, like I say, is a slightly sweetened musk. Altogether, I would personally like it if there was even more lavender in there. I think the lavender isn't huge. You get vibes of it for sure, but it could be stronger. It's predominantly more this kind of jammy blackcurrant thing in the middle with, you know, piney kind of green notes, hints of lavender, hints of that kind of green herbalness married with the blackcurrant, and then transitioning into this kind of more syrupy sweet mid into a light musky base. In terms of performance for this, about 5 hours. It was a skin sense and it disappeared around the 8-hour mark on my skin, so I'm going to say 5 to 8 hours on my skin. Sillage was good within the first hour. You can definitely smell it around yourself, and I would say it leans definitely more on the feminine in my opinion, although generally all fragrances you could say are unisex. I think the general public, so to speak, would probably more lump that slightly more feminine. Again, not to say that a man can't wear it, but a little bit more feminine. And for spring, autumn and winter, I wouldn't wear it in the summer because of the sweetness in the mid of this fragrance. And I would say it's a casual fragrance. You could probably wear that to work. I don't think you'd offend anyone, but casual kind of daytime or nighttime fragrance. You could even wear that on a date or going out, but it's more kind of casual, so to speak, to my nose. And that's about it. That's as good as I can describe it. It's pleasant enough. I don't completely love it, but it's a pleasant fragrance. The mid, I think, maybe is just a bit too sweet for me. Like I say, if I made it to my taste, it would have a bigger dose of lavender and maybe a little bit less sweetness. But altogether, pretty good. You might want to check it out if it sounds appealing to you. And I'll see you soon with another video. Take care, everyone. Bye.